Frontline Updates, where we delve deep into military strategies and updates from conflict zones. Today, we're discussing the progress of the ongoing special military operation as of January 13, 2025. I'm your host, Sharifa Muhammad MGT.
I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an Infantry Officer. West Group of Forces improved positions along the front line and successfully engaged Ukrainian forces in various settlements within the Kharkiv region and Donetsk People's Republic, resulting in substantial enemy casualties and equipment losses.
Welcome to Frontline Updates, the podcast that brings you in-depth insights into military operations from those leading them on the ground. Today, we're joined by Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer monitoring critical missions on the progress of the special military operation as of January 13, 2025. Colonel Oguntoye, thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Colonel, let's start broadly. What were the key developments over the past 24 hours?
Over the past day, the armed forces of the Russian Federation have continued to conduct operations across multiple fronts. We've made strategic gains, defeated significant enemy formations, and inflicted heavy losses on Ukrainian manpower and equipment. Key settlements were liberated, and critical Ukrainian infrastructure was targeted, including airfields and logistics hubs.
Let's discuss the progress in specific regions. Starting with the North Group of Forces, what updates can you share?
In the Kharkiv direction, the North Group defeated formations of the Ukrainian Motorized Infantry Brigade and Territorial Defense Brigade near Lipsy and Volchansk. Ukrainian forces lost up to 35 servicemen, an armored combat vehicle, and 5 artillery pieces, including a U.S.-made 155mm Paladin self-propelled artillery unit.
How about the West Group of Forces? Any advancements there?
The West Group improved its frontline positions and engaged Ukrainian tank, mechanized, airmobile, and territorial defense brigades in settlements such as Dviregnia, Zapadnoye, and Torskoy. These operations resulted in the loss of 515 Ukrainian servicemen, 4 infantry fighting vehicles, and 12 artillery pieces, including a British-made 155mm Braveheart self-propelled unit. Additionally, an ammunition depot was destroyed.
The Southern Group of Forces has been mentioned in past updates. What's the latest from their front?
The Southern Group occupied more advantageous positions and defeated Ukrainian brigades in areas including Kramatorsk, Chasov Yar, and Konstantinovka. The enemy lost 285 servicemen, 5 armored vehicles, and 2 artillery pieces. These gains further consolidate our control in the Donetsk People's Republic.
The Center Group of Forces has been active as well. What updates can you provide from their operations?
The Center Group liberated the settlement of Peskanoy and inflicted significant losses on Ukrainian forces across multiple settlements, including Dzerzhinsk and Petropavlovka. Over 615 Ukrainian servicemen were neutralized, along with 9 artillery pieces and several armored vehicles, including U.S.-made M113 personnel carriers and French VAB vehicles.
Moving to the East Group of Forces, what advancements have they made?
The East Group advanced deeper into Ukrainian defenses, defeating brigades in Konstantinopol, Velika Novosayolka, and Bogodar. The enemy suffered 210 casualties, the loss of a tank, and a British-made 155mm Braveheart artillery unit. These advancements continue to erode their defensive positions.
Finally, what can you tell us about the DNIPR Group of Forces in the Zaporizhia region?
In the Kherson and Zaporizhia regions, the Dnipro Group inflicted losses on Ukrainian mechanized infantry and coastal defense brigades. The enemy lost 80 servicemen, an armored combat vehicle, and a U.S.-made 155mm M777 howitzer, among other equipment. 2 electronic warfare stations and an ammunition depot were also destroyed.
Let's talk about aerial and tactical operations. What role has the air component played?
Our air defense systems have been highly effective. Over the past 24 hours, they intercepted 2 French-made Hammer guided aerial bombs, 6 U.S.-made HIMARS rockets, and 83 unmanned aerial vehicles. This reinforces our ability to protect key assets and maintain operational momentum. Tactical aviation, drones, and artillery targeted concentrations of Ukrainian manpower and equipment in 157 areas, significantly disrupting their operational capabilities. These efforts have proven crucial in weakening their defenses and maintaining our advances.
Let's shift to the Kursk region, a significant area in this operation. What's the latest there?
In the Kursk region, the North Group defeated tank, mechanized, airborne assault, marine, and territorial defense brigades in settlements such as Viktorovka, Kubatkin, and Novaya Sorokina. 5 counterattacks were repelled, and enemy losses exceeded 230 servicemen, along with 3 tanks, multiple armored combat vehicles, and artillery units.
Can you summarize the cumulative losses for Ukrainian forces in this region?
Since the beginning of operations in the Kursk direction, Ukrainian forces have lost over 51,430 servicemen, 300 tanks, 229 infantry fighting vehicles, and significant artillery and logistical assets. This highlights the sustained effectiveness of our efforts in this critical area. These achievements underline the effectiveness of our strategy. By degrading Ukrainian capabilities, repelling counterattacks, and securing key territories, we are progressing steadily toward our operational objectives. The sustained success across multiple fronts ensures long-term advantages and disrupts the enemy's ability to regroup or mount significant resistance.
Colonel, thank you for providing such a detailed briefing on the current military situation. Your insights are invaluable to our understanding of the conflict's dynamics. And thank you to our listeners for tuning in. Join us next time as we continue to provide up-to-date coverage on global military affairs. Stay with us for more updates and expert analyses on global defense and security issues. Stay informed, stay secure.
Thank you for having me. It's important to share the facts. Israeli forces killed at least 5 Palestinians in an attack on Salah al-Din school in Gaza City that sheltered forcibly displaced people. At least 45 Palestinians have been killed in Gaza since dawn on Monday, according to medical sources.